Hi everybody, I'm Lionel Vitale. Welcome to Top 10. We're so excited about this week 2 in the National Football League. Listen, stay tuned. We have a lot to cover. Number 10 this week, the Tennessee Titans with Tannehill and that defense. I love where they're going with that franchise. Big physical defensive line, a tough team to beat. They had a great win this week versus the Chargers. They're my number 10. All right, number 9. The Washington Redskins. Everybody counts them out. But look, they have this big, physical, nasty defense with a lot of great players, a lot of first-round draft picks. Washington is my number 9. At number 8, the Saints. The Saints, post Sean Payton era. The Saints are really good on defense. Defense wins as they bring their offense around. Buffalo Bills. We were waiting on the Bills. The Bills really did well this week. Josh Allen came through. He looked like he was playing video game with some of the things he did on tape. Really good to see the Buffalo Bills get it back together. The Miami Dolphins, Tua. What can I say? Tua. One day I'll be able to pronounce his last name, but for right now, he's Tua. He's one of the better quarterbacks in the National Football League. They're winning, really fast receivers, and he's getting the ball downfield. My number 5 team this week is the Kansas City Chiefs. They had a big win over Jacksonville. Pat Mahomes, how can you expect him to lose 2 in a row? That just doesn't happen. They look good on offense. They made good plays. They got their players back. I love what KC does and what they did. My number 4 team, the Baltimore Ravens. I always say the Ravens win from an organization. They have really good players throughout. They have good coaching. They just know how to get it done. The Baltimore Ravens is my number 4 team this week. Philadelphia Eagles rounded out number 3. Philly was my number 2 last week, and they dropped 1. Philly kind of started slow, but got it together. I really like what Philadelphia is doing. Really good team, really physical. Jalen played better this week. Really good football team. This is a tough one, guys. My number 2, the Dallas Cowboys or the San Francisco 49ers. I went with Dallas as my number 2. You could almost throw it in the air and say, who you going with? Well, I went with Dallas because, in my mind, San Francisco is well-rounded offensively and defensively, while Dallas is more defense. Dallas has a legitimate defense, really explosive, chaotic team on defense. Nobody wants to play them. Dallas is just overpowering. They're my number 2. The number 1 team for me in the National Football League, they have it all. They have offense, defense, special team, coaching. I've put it on record that Kyle Shanahan is the best coach in the National Football League. I worked with Kyle back in the day, and I always thought he had it. The guy is his own man. He does his own thing, and boy, he knows how to lead a football team. Kyle Shanahan and the San Francisco 49ers, in my mind, the best team in the National Football League. That's the top 10. All right, this is week 2, and these are my top 10 NFL football players of the week. I'll start with number 10. TJ Watt last night, he scooped the ball up, took it home. TJ Watt is a monster. He's an animal out there, so he helped to seal a victory for Pittsburgh. My number 9, Daniel Jones. Everybody kills Daniel Jones with the New York Giants. Daniel Jones threw 3 touchdown passes. He was 21 points behind up in Arizona. He drove the team back and won it. Daniel Jones came through. My number 8, Mike Evans. Mike Evans in Tampa. Mike had a big game, caught for over 150 yards. Mike Evans looked like a young Mike Evans. He really made plays for Tampa. Vintage Tampa, looked good winning that game. Christian McCaffrey. Now, Christian was on this list last week with the San Francisco 49ers. He goes out again and gets over 100 yards. Christian McCaffrey is playing lights out. He's catching it. He's running it. He's doing a great job leading in San Francisco. Loving what Christian's doing. You got to like what the old man is doing. Geno Smith is my number 6. Geno Smith at Seattle. Geno Smith led Seattle to a victory in the last second. Came through for him. Geno Smith plays at a high level now. Geno Smith, I saw Pete Carroll getting excited on the sideline, jumping up for Geno. Geno made plays and he helped them win the game. My number 5 this week is Josh Allen. After really looking bad last week against the Cleveland Browns, Josh Allen came back and he played at a very high level. It appeared he was playing video games again, throwing the ball downfield, running, making plays. Josh Allen looked like an elite player that he is. He is my number 5. My number 4, now, Philadelphia Eagles, Devontae Smith. Boy, I enjoyed watching this kid out of college. When I went to Alabama, he could run. Well, now he's looking like, wow, he's running by NFL guys like he ran by college guys. This guy's fun. He can catch the ball downfield. He's exciting. Devontae Smith, he's my number 4. My number 3 this week is Chris Jones. Chris Jones came back to Kansas City after taking a week off with the contract squabble. Now it's all set. He got the pay raise. Chris Jones is a man-child. Well, he helped Kansas City to win a big game this week. KC had a big win this week. My number 2 is, wow, can you believe this? Michael Parsons. You talk about a freak show. Michael Parsons is you never know what you're going to get from week to week. He's destroying everything. He's just a man-child. He's like a grown man playing in a little league. Michael Parsons. I could have made him number 1 this week, but he had it last week, so I ended up going with Tua. Yeah, that's right, Tua. Now, Tua has earned the right to have his own name, Tua. And nobody could pronounce his last name, but to put it, Tua is playing in Miami and playing at a high level, throwing the ball downfield. People said, well, he can't throw the deep ball. Wow, he's throwing deep balls galore to Hill and company. Those guys are running with the ball downfield. Love what Tua's doing. He's off to almost an MVP type season early on. Love what Tua's doing. Listen, this is my top 10 players of the week. This is going to change on a weekly basis. If you like it, put it down there. Put it in the chat. If you don't, come back at you, boy. Talk to me. Every week we talk about our top 3 rookies of the week because without the NFL, without rookies, you don't have really a young league. So we're always looking for young rookies who stand out. So my top 3 this week, I'll start off with Jalen Hyde. Jalen Hyde for the New York Giants showed that he can catch. He had a 44-yard average on 2 catches. Jalen Hyde can really run, really fly, and get downfield. I love Jalen Hyde of the New York Giants this week out in Arizona making plays downfield. My number 2, and this is his second week at it, and Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter out of University of Georgia, Philly's interior defensive lineman. He's a monster. Now that kind of guy comes out once every 15 years. So I've scouted for 35 years, and this big man, Jalen Carter, I may have seen 5 of them in 35 years. He's a monster. My money's on him to be who knows, maybe Pro Bowler as a rookie. No one can block this big man. The number 1 guy 2 weeks in a row, Bijan Robinson. Robinson at Atlanta. Robinson is really, he's shifty, he's quick. He's galvanizing the sideline. I watch sidelines when running backs play, and that tells you how the running back's doing. Everybody's into Bijan. Bijan was my number 1 rookie again 2 weeks in a row. So these are my top 3 rookie picks. If you like it, fine. If you don't like it, all right, talk to your mother about it. You know, Talk to an advisor about it, but those are my 3 picks. Yeah, I see a lot of action on there, a lot of questions. Pam, please come help me, please.
You know what? I was looking at my phone here and the chats was just going so crazy. Hey, everybody, I'm Pamela Lowry here with the top 10. Now, look, we got a lot going on. Darren from South Dakota says, why San Francisco over Dallas? Now, I know you might be a little partial to Dallas, right?
No. Everything counts, as I've always said. And San Francisco, for the past 2 weeks, they've been consistent throughout. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching, everywhere. So I'm going to stick with San Francisco. I think Dallas is good with that come up, so let's go San Francisco right now for the sake of San Francisco being consistent.
Okay, stay with San Francisco, San Fran. Now, Ohio, you know I'm always going to show you love, but Watson has not been playing well with the Browns. What is going on with Watson?
Watson's been inconsistent. He's hesitant. He's not letting it go. He's not the same guy. Maybe he needs another 3 or 4 weeks to get going. But right now, Deshaun is just not doing a great job out there. Last night, he threw a pick that sort of hurt the team when the team was moving. No, he's got to get it together. He's rusty now.
Come on, Deshaun, come on. Now, Baker Mayfield. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
Baker Mayfield is the people's choice. Baker Mayfield is a worker. He's a grinder. He's not the most talented quarterback who's ever played, but he plays with his heart. He plays with passion. He plays with his head, and he's gritty. And everybody loves to see Baker. If you tell Baker Mayfield he can't do it, that's all he needs. And that's what he's doing right now. He's proving to the world that, hey, I can make this happen.
But everybody is trying to write him off.
He's been written off his whole career. He was written off when he was the #1 pick in the draft.
Okay.
He was written off by the Cleveland Browns when they let him go, wouldn't re-sign him.
Okay.
And now he's in Tampa, and he's 2-0.
So he's the underdog.
Never bet against Baker Mayfield.
Okay, now, I can't say that the young buck wasn't stunting like his daddy, but we got to show some love to Deion Sanders. He has made college football the go-to. Now, I have never been that excited about a football game, staying up to 2 o'clock in the morning. What's going on with the Sanders camp?
Well, Deion, he's been good for everybody.
Yes.
He's a guy I stay up at night to listen and read and listen to some of his interviews. This guy is something else, and everything he says comes true. Never go against Deion. They're playing Oregon this week, and now everybody's going to say, well, he can't beat Oregon. Well, I would never say that about Deion Sanders. He's just got magic in a bottle, Deion Sanders.
All right, so if you have any questions, if you have anything that you want to say, make sure that you like and comment right in the comment box. We're right here always, but each and every week, make sure you stay tuned in for the top 10 right here.
Hey, I've given you everything I have for week 2, so stay tuned for more. Just remember, everybody loves football.